Good morning. I'm Gina Vargas, Executive Director for Women Haven. Last week we closed out one of our first time ever. It was a virtual walk, run / roll event. We had normally been doing for the last 16 years a walk and a march against domestic violence, where we would go on the street, march with our banners and our signs, and march to the courtroom. And there we would be received by the community members to bring awareness to domestic violence. But due to COVID, we've had to change that. But what we did end up doing was actually we had a virtual event that anyone could do it wherever they chose to do it, in their own social circle, their own social time, whether they did it as a relaxation or part of their routine for working out, or maybe they just ventured out with their family or close friends as they practice social distancing. They were able to bring awareness to the cause of domestic violence in Imperial County. It was actually a very successful event. We had so much great responses from community-minded individuals. So many people got super creative, had a parade in their own workplace. IVC was able to get together there with their whole team, and they did their whole run through there. That was just an excellent touch of what individuals creatively did. We also had one of the detention centers be able to also support us by bringing awareness. They had a car show, they had their own parade, they had signs that they created. It actually was a very excellent way for individuals to creatively bring back to the community and just share what it means in the workplace, because sometimes people have a misperception that domestic violence only happens to a certain class of individual, but actually domestic violence does not discriminate. It hits all social and economical class, also all races. It does not discriminate. So it was a great way to know that in the workplace that, if you are a victim of domestic violence, Women Haven is here and you can get out. Women Haven is deeply grateful for the sponsors that help support this event, for the awareness that they brought. We could not have did it without them. Assemblyman Eduardo Garcia, who did a tremendous support for us. Barbara Krause, one of Women Haven's long board members, has been with the agency supporting the cause for over 20 years. Also MTC, which is Imperial Regional Detention Facility. They did an amazing job with the parade. They did a car show, all social distancing and safely. They did posters, they did banners, they did t-shirts. They went extremely, full circle, and they did an amazing job to bring awareness. Seroptimus of El Centro, lovely ladies who are always improving the lives of young women and girls. They were able to go in there and gather, and each one of them do a team of their own and do t-shirts and do things to where they also pulled in their own friends, their own circle, to bring awareness and just to take that out there and not leave what is caused by silencing victims of domestic violence, but by bringing that dialogue, bringing that conversation to say no more. Then we had Martha Cardenas Singh, who has an amazing and compassionate heart to be able to serve our community. And she just went out there and was able to bring so many of her supporters and individual circles that she had, and to do a great parade there at Buckland Park for us. We had IVC, Dr. Martha Garcia. She said, I'm in, and she was able to bring in her team from IVC. They went to the track, they did their run, and did an amazing event to bring awareness to domestic violence to the campus at IVC, to let individuals know that domestic violence is real and it should not be tolerated, and to reach out to agencies such as Women Haven to get help and get out. We also had Karina Alvarez, CPA, who also did an amazing job to be able to help us with support our events, and she's a longtime supporter of Women Haven to bring awareness and to end domestic violence in our community. We also had Forever Betty, Monica Kesham, past board member of Woman Haven. Forever Betty is for that is she's not forgotten. She was taken from us due to domestic violence, and Monica continues to bring awareness to not forget her name, that she doesn't go get lost because she was taken due to domestic violence. So thank you, Monica, for that great awareness that you bring to us. Then we also had Las Palmas from Calexico. That was a great contribution too, for them to be able to support the cause of ending domestic violence in Calexico. So we're deeply grateful for the tremendous work for the so many sponsors contributed. I really want to thank all of Imperial County for the great job of bringing awareness to domestic violence in Imperial County. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, but it's not only in October that domestic violence exists. It happens every single day, every minute, every second. And so the way that everyone picked up the pieces to say, you guys can't do the march, but this is what we can do for you. They brought that awareness, their creativity, and that we were able to bring it, Imperial County wide. And we also had individuals who, not necessarily sponsors, but that actually participated in the walk. The El Centro Police Department did a great contribution, Department of Social Services, they did a video. We are just completely grateful for all the individuals who took that stand. There was many individual community-minded individuals that came in and said, you know what, I want to take a stand. I want to bring awareness to domestic violence and say no more. That they were able to bring that awareness. So I really want to thank each and every one of them from the bottom of my heart, to say thank you for everything you did, and to bring that awareness to domestic violence, to let's end it together.